here and then up the meat. Now we're going to do a few more around here. Probably I should push up to the boss man and do his missions. And the cat. Go and try and get close as much as possible. Haven. Everyone knows Cassandra. Everyone knows Blackwall. And everyone knows Vivian. Yes, they are wearing warden uniforms. Except for me, I'm wearing, what was it? I am wearing the armor of the Legion of the Dead. Except for suited to my purposes. Now we'll get moving. Let's go. See, what's my inventory look like? I don't have food. Empty. Yeah,
It's good to have you get sold. I've many goods here if you wish to trade.
Me is a little dwarf, sir. Charge. Resources. We won't go that way until we have Soulless wanting us to check that out. That should be that way. Let's first see it here. Damn the dwarf. Actually, I didn't actually look at the warden uniform would fit me. I might actually look at that. Even if it is a downgrade, it's still a good idea for us all to be looking this up. Might be a dwarf, but I still move quicker than most. Still need a new weapon for Vivian. Because if she's gonna be my main mage, I don't let them have a weak weapon.
We should look around.
Yeah, but we don't have anyone to actually look in there. But we do have what we need to confront the smuggler. I wonder to actually get resources from that.
Red.
I want a constant watch on that damn thing. Sound the alarm at the first sign of demons. Low. And where's this stupid idiot running back?
Was that? We don't know what these rifts can do. That one appeared to alter the time around it.
Something's not right. Stay on your guard.
Make her have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
not quickly accessible and not going after it. Let's go.
We've spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
What? Nah, I've played the game before. I know the story back to front.
Something's not right. We need to talk to the Grand Enchanter.
You mean the former Grand Enchanter? She gave herself a demotion, remember? I still haven't decided if I'm gonna save... Well, not save, help the mages or help the Templars. What would people prefer to see? The Templars being helped or the mages being helped? I still haven't decided.
Impressive craftsmanship to remain standing after such abuse.
Have you heard? The Inquisition dealt with the rebel Templars. They've been driven away or killed.
Yeah, I can't do much about them until I unlock the ability to do something.
Even before the sky fell open, this was a land of spirits and demons. Magic grows wild in the hills of Redcliffe.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers.
I don't know. Let me know if you find it. Ah, Senna, my darling. For the first time in all these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. I never expected anyone not of the blood to care. My Senna would be grateful. Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the table stones. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Walk in peace.
I having Vivienne here for her input that she gives to the Grand Enchanter. Does he have anything interesting?
I'll never get over that sky.
Either way, we're safe. That's all that matters right now.
I don't know.
Mother, I had the dream again last night.
No, there'll be no talk of this.
It was so real. And when I woke up, the ships were as cold.
Another boy mage.
I'm not sure I should be here.
It's not your fault. It happened to any of us.
That doesn't help. That's why people hate us. But just stop. You don't know.
Are you Connor?
You've heard the story, I guess. I can't believe the Queen thought Redcliffe was the right place to send the mages. I mean, it was nice of her to offer refuge, but I don't think the people here wanted me or anyone like me in this town ever again.
You're not in favor of the alliance with Tevinter.
Alliance? Is that what they're calling it? That Manchester threw my uncle out into the street. He signed us into servitude. This is my home. Redcliffe, Ferelden. No matter what evils I've done, I would never have invited Tevinter here.
Why isn't Al Eamon in power anymore?
After the lands meet, he stayed in Denerim. I couldn't be his heir, not after what happened. So eventually he passed the title to Uncle Tegan.
How did you end up in the Mage Rebellion?
I was living in the Ferelden Tower when the circles dissolved. I voted against it, but at first it seemed all right. No one was summoning demons. They just wanted to oversee themselves. But then the Magister came, and it's wrong what they do in Tevinter. We are monsters. We need to be controlled. If it wasn't for me, every family in this village wouldn't be missing a son, a daughter, a spouse.
You were behind the siege of Redcliffe 10 years ago.
That's me, the boy with Redcliffe's blood on his hands.
If I were you, I wouldn't have set foot in Redcliffe again unless I was dragged in chains.
I had nowhere else to go. When we closed the circles, every city shut its doors to us. There was nowhere else to go. I hate it. I can feel the blood on the stones, even if I can't see it.
I need to be going.
Please, talk some sense into the Grand Enchanter. Selling out to the Imperium won't win us any friends. We have to find a way to make peace.
And that is basically what happens when you make sure Connor survives. He's a whimping idiot in this. Now I've had to play through so without him. But hearing a whimping idiot and a mage says he should be locked up. Well, you can't really vote against that. He's talking from his own experience. And he's not lying, he fucked up big time.
Rabbit does not flee its burrow when it hears the wolf growling. You'll see. Now is the time. Yes.
I am Sister Tanner. May I help you?
Are you a Chantry sister?
A lay sister only. I work here to help the poor and extend the Maker's kindness to those who need it. It is very busy work, especially in these times, but let me know if I can ever help you.
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
What? Shit. You can't prove anything. A letter from a rogue Templar. Nobody is going to care. So, what do you intend to do?
impersonating a sister, smuggling, dishonoring Chantry robes. I can think of more if you like. Or you could put your skills to use for the Inquisition.
And you'd keep quiet? Nobody else has to know?
That will depend on how honest your efforts are on our behalf.
All right. I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
Okay, why the fuck would you put one all the way there?
They say Andraste sent you to save the world. If it'll help save lives and bring peace, I'll be the first to believe.
I'm trying. I hope I don't disappoint.
I hope so too.
Are you working for the Mage Rebellion?
Mages are children of the Maker, no less than the rest of us. They struggle no less with questions of faith.
Does that mean you support their freedom?
Given a choice between the Circle and death, most mages willingly gave up some small freedoms for safety. But the pendulum swings, and now it seems any restraint is too much. I think they should have a chance to prove they deserve freedom.
I don't see any other priests in the village. Where is everybody?
The Magister had the others escorted out for their own safety, but I refused. He can throw me out if he wants. Until then, I tend to my flock.
What are your feelings on the mages working with Tevinter?
The Imperium burned Andraste. Since then, we have led 4 exalted marches against them. Yet in all those marches, we still acknowledged the Maker. Now I speak of him and the Magister's love. Something has happened, and I dread to learn what.
I will leave you to your duties.
I find it funny that all these little side things basically already tell me what the main thing in here is going to be. Before I even get to it, is that the mages are alive to Winter. And we go.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. First Enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke. You look dreadful. Are you sleeping well?
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
Is this some sort of test? We're here because you invited us in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
There is no mistake. While the Templars were leaving, you came to Val Royeaux and asked me here.
The Templars left Val Royeaux? Where did they go? That sounds... Why does that sound so strange? Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
Fiona, dear, your dementia is showing.
An alliance with Tevinter? Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Very well. Who is in charge now?
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern Mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Al Tegan did not abandon his lands during the Blight, even when they were under siege.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
I'm here to get mages to close the breach.
Right, to business. I understand, of course. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I'm not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
I'll take every mage you can give me.
There will have to be. Felix.
I'm
so sorry.
What are you doing?
Please forgive my clumsiness, my lord.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Did the Magister's son give you that? Why would he help you?
There's no telling who or what will be waiting for us in that Chantry.
We'll be on.
We don't need your kind here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another name.
I'm here because I believe mages deserve their freedom.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
Magister Alexius does not approve of those without magic like you and me. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
Farewell, then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
Let's go to the territory.
Please, are you with the Inquisition? As you've wandered, have you by any chance seen a ram that is, different? Lord Wolseley wandered off, and he's very special. If you could find him, I'd be most grateful.
I'll speak with you later.
Farewell. If you find my ram, I'd be ever so grateful.
Your ram has gone missing.
Yes. I'm certain that if he heard his Jimmy missed him, he'd come right back. He's likely at our family's old summer cabin. It's by the lake in the southern hills. If you do find him and send him back, I'd be happy to pay you.
I'll speak with you later.
If you find my ram, please send him home.
Now, better.
Very well.
Let's go see our friendly Tevinter mage in the trench. They definitely have changed the Redcliffe from how it used to be in #1 in the original. Which I really fought the undead basically right outside the territory. Now the territory's on this little hill. Literally
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Demanding, aren't you?
does that work exactly?
Good question.
You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor. Meaning he's not any longer, not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
I hope that's less dangerous than it sounds.
More.
Manipulating time itself? Many have attempted over the ages, but never once succeeded.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it. Ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys?
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
Do you have any suggestions?
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
So that's it when you're supposed to already be dead. Isn't that right, Felix? Yeah, nothing important. So help the Templars or help the mages? That's the biggest question at the moment. Do I help the Templars or do I help the mages?
This whole business is distasteful. Perhaps we are better off pursuing the Templars instead.
Whatever we do, we should do it quickly. The breach isn't getting any smaller.
You're from the Inquisition? I didn't think you'd still be here. Were you really looking to ally with us?
I want this war to end without sending you back to the Circle.
There has to be a way, right? We're not what they think. All blood mages and abominations. We just want to be normal. Have families. Use our magic to help grow crops or something. We never wanted war. What choice did we have? Stay and be slaves?
There are better ways than war to affect change.
I hope you can do something. Tying ourselves to Tevinter. That can't be the right way to end this.
You seem young to be part of this.
I'm Lisas. I came into my magic when I was 9 years old. Templars came into the alienage and took me to the Circle. They didn't even let me say goodbye. It's not right. I studied hard. I passed my harrowing. I sing the chant. But I'll be locked up for the rest of my life.
You don't approve of the Grand Enchanter's decision?
I was there when we voted to leave the Circle. She really seemed to care what we wanted. She was ready to rebel, but she wasn't going to unless it was the will of all mages. It's hard to believe she'd go behind our backs and sell us to...
How long has Magister Alexius been here?
A day or two after. After the Conclave, he arrived. Come to save us from the wrath of the Templars, they said. But this doesn't feel like safety.
Take care of yourself. There's something strange going on.
I never thought the Grand Enchanter would swear to a Magister.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to use magic to sway someone.
Just rumors.
And that's exactly what's been done.
Of course. I suppose you're right.
The Inquisition. Thank the Maker you came. Tell me you're here to reinstate the Circles and end this madness.
I'm sorry. I didn't get your name.
Hanley Dervain of the Cumberland Circle of Magi. I heard of your miraculous survival at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and I am so honored to meet you.
I thought this was the stronghold of the rebellion. Why do you want the Circles back?
I never supported this rebellion. I'm a loyal Ondrastian, and I deplore the chaos this war has wrought. The Templars rebelling, the murder of the Most Holy. I can scarce live with the guilt.
Then what are you doing in Redcliffe?
The Circles voted. Rebellion won out. What was I to do? Launch a counter-rebellion on my own? I followed my first Enchanter's lead, as I always have. She brought us here.
I take it you don't support the Tevinters.
Ondraste's ashes, never. They don't even sing the right chant. And they sacrifice children, don't they? I don't know how the Grand Enchanter could think of accepting their offer. You can get us out of this bargain, can't you? Before we're all shipped off to the Imperium like cattle.
I haven't seen anyone from Tevinter in the village.
They're all at the castle, plotting, no doubt.
Thank you for your time.
It's been an honor.
Where's the elf?
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes. We've many injured from attacks by those cursed Templars. I need the herbs to treat people's wounds. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Goodbye.
Stay safe out there.
Okay. I'll do that next time. For those that are watching, what do you think? Should I help the Templars and support them or conscript them? Or should I help the rebels and ally or knock them out? Please give me your thoughts. Bad. Die, bad.
Good find.
Mr. Woosley is over here. Yes, Sir Woosley. A sword that is useless. Thank you. Now where's that ugly ram? There we go.
Lord Wolseley, I presume? A young man named Jimmy would very much like you to return home. Ah, good.
Like that doesn't make you feel silly talking to an animal. Urgency. This round about gains a small boost to attack speed when below 50% health. I should be going to mage. Let's go get the warden stuff, then we'll head back to Redcliffe, complete the 2 missions, and then we'll head to Haven. I still want to know, which do you guys think I should do, Rebels or Templars?
An impressive tower. I wonder what it held.
Mushrooms.
I think the Inquisition could benefit from this.
Yes, I have to go around. Or not go around, climb up and over. Woo! As I have briefly asked, do you guys think that I should side with the mages or the Templars? This is your chance to put your ideas forward before I make the decision. The rebels or the mage or the Templars? Please write down in the comments below what you think. Which side I should side with. Templars or mages? All you have to do is put down mages or the word Templars as your voting choice. This is your opportunity to make a decision in the gameplay I do.
I know it is a long way to go.
I cleaned Senna's shrine and placed the flowers. May her ashes be gathered by Falundine and carried safely.
After all the long years she carried me, thank you. You do a foolish old man too much kindness. Thank you, friend. May your Inquisition do as much good for the land as you have done for me.
Yeah, that's not much. I wish you had a choice.
Lord Wolseley came back! He says you convinced him. Here, for all your trouble.
I wish you actually had more of a control with how the Inquisition military is actually deployed. That would make it a bit better and made you feel. There's one thing I would have done is deploy the Inquisition here. In force, of course.
May I help you? May I help you?
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
This is exactly what I needed.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help. A pleasure to see you again.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
With this, I'm certain I can save more lives.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help. A pleasure to see you again.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Please, I'm certain I can save more lives.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Done.
Travel safely.
I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me, and yet you did.
If the history you pursue benefits the Wardens, then it was worth it.
You've proven yourself to be an honorable woman. Principled. I've great admiration for you, and I've never been more certain in my decision to join you.
I would never have guessed that you admire me.
Of course I do. You have the world at your feet, myself included.
I don't deserve that sort of reverence.
Modest too. Your list of qualities continues to grow. Now, we should return to our duties before I get too carried away.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Okay, people's armor. What do we... Ooh, I am lacking in resources. Where's that shop? See if I have to do okay, so you get it? Bear hide times 12. I can get things where we are. So we can go around from here.
We've gotten a new... You'll have what you need.
Can I help you with anything?
Iron Bull said the charges were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
We'll talk later.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights and the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing?
You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game? I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us.
Worship stone.
He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come, to work then. We will speak later. So it's true. Butler has stand on us. I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports. There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Glad to see traitors are dealt with quickly.
We must do whatever it takes to protect our interests. I am pleased that you agree.
It's good to know that protecting the Inquisition is a priority for you.
Of course. I do not neglect my responsibilities. We will make the Inquisition a force to fear. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
When will you be able to get us a check-in anyway? When they're ready. Piss off.
Need something?
Carry on.
These truths the Maker has revealed to me. As there is one God, one
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
It's not just a war between those two.
Well, sure, the sky has a hole in it, but I can't put an arrow in that. Well, I have. Doesn't come down. That's weird. And that's the point, right? It's weird and right there, but they still want to punch each other. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
That's why we're here. To help guide everyone back from the brink.
The religious ones tell you that. That's important, right? But don't make it all about that. Seems like believing too hard is what got everyone here. And here is stupid and smells of horse. Really, what everyone needs is to get everything back to normal and proper and profitable. Sound good to you, old-touched Lady Herald?
I think I'll enjoy having you around, Sarah. I hope you'll feel the same.
Oh, you're adorable. Yes, you are. See you, Herald. Herald. I have to do something about that. Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
I was wondering if you could look at some locks for me.
What, the doors under the chantry?
You know about them.
Places have doors. I just wasn't interested in poking through some sister's breeches. Good to know about you, though. Consider them open, yeah?
Ladies' breeches, my
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Sacred Ask told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Yes?
How rude.
My creator judged me whole.
When I first played through, I didn't even bother going through here. Big mistake. But yeah, you do have to wait until you have Sarah in your party. Because it's all on the lock and key. Unless you're a rogue yourself, and you should do it yourself.
These truths the Maker has revealed.
I have heard as rumors of a way
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Garnering interest from the capital.
You're not pleased?
I am not convinced we are prepared for the full scrutiny of Valreo. Let's see what we have.
As I was saying before,
Urchin, bring me a moist towel.
I'm gonna do the armor first, then I'm gonna do the weapon for... That's right, I gotta grab the iron and the other one as well.
Travel safely.
Okay, so that's why I need the nugs.
Research in the nave has notes on alloys that may prove more effective against evil.
And I need iron as well. Hey, nuggy, nuggy, nug. I need to build up my iron stock. It's the nugs, build up the nug stock is the hardest one.
So, you're one of those tranquil. Can you enchant roots and such?
I have not studied those skills.
Ah, pity. Well, at least you won't be causing any trouble or getting possessed.
can.
Can... Yes, you can have a good... Okay. Okay, do we have enough?
Looks fine.
You could still do that. What would it take to get a... $15? Yes, I'm going to downgrade my armor, so we're all in armor. But first I have to get the resources I need to do this. I almost walked straight past the nug. That gives us 2. I need 10, I need 18. No, they're gonna disappear. Damn it. I hate that. Oh, some iron. Okay, no, I thought there was some iron up there. Went for the buffalo, that'd still take forever. Maybe I should try. Don't really want to push that. plenty of iron. Okay, but there's plenty of it lying around. Maybe I should. I'm gonna attempt it. Take out the buffalo that's in the region, which is just north of me. It might actually work to our advantage. Might. Wow. Okay, there's one. Yeah. I heard. I don't think I know. Get any more. I'm still, if anyone wants to give their opinion on if I should protect the mages or protect the Templars, please give me your thoughts right now. you guys think? And I'm happy to take it on board as well. And let you guys control the destiny of what actually happened. And I'm sure you guys would like that as well. So if you guys want to, please tell me, should I support the rebels or should I support the Templars? And I also mean in that, do I choose the Templar mission or do I choose the rebel one? And do I choose to disband, bring the Templars, if I do the Templar mission, into the Inquisition, or ally with them separately? And same with the rebels, if I go the majors, do I choose to have them within the order, in the Inquisition, or as an ally on the side? I'd really like your thoughts on this. Which one should I choose?
Big, strong men around in case anything happens here.
I need 4 more to get that. I need to get that because I need range defense. Let's get those 4 now.
See reason, we cannot stay here. Why not?
I know you guys might not be interested in seeing me doing all this foraging and that. Disappear. I need 2 more. That's all I need is 2 more. And I'll get my warding armor. I know the armor I'm wearing right now is 10 times better than it, but see, while I'm here, I may as well. Here you go, Sarah. Your new hat, which gives you a new outfit. Damn it. Come on, fucking hell, this takes forever. I love being able to create my own things, but god, it takes forever to hunt down the material. that can be annoying.
Please send this.
I know some of you guys are probably going, why is he downgrading his armor? It's just so we all can look the part.
Should serve you well.
I'll be still keeping my other armor in here. I'm not going to get rid of it. It's just so we can all look the pretty part.
Maker, bless you.
Better.
Let's go and make the big decision.
Only the word. Sing only the chant.
At your service.
Let's see what we have.
To work?
Let us see.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
So, we've heard from Magister Alexius. I expected as much.
And yet some of us want to sit and do nothing.
Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die. And we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister
has outplayed us.
We can't just give up. There has to be something we can do.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Where's the Earl of Redcliffe? I'm sure he'd help us get his castle back.
After he was displaced, Arl Tegan rode straight for Dunnerin to petition the Crown for help. I doubt he'll want our assistance once the Ferelden army lays siege to his castle.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction.
Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
While the attention's on Kadash, we dismantled their trap. Dangerous, but it could work.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience allow you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you. The Templars must help us close the breach. The Order was founded to fight magic.
We must first convince the Lord Seeker to bring the Templars out of exile.
We've received word from a knight recruit. They gather at Theronfall Redoubt.
It has been vacant for decades. Why go there?
We must approach the Lord Seeker again to get anywhere. We can ask him then.
The Lord Seeker made it clear he isn't interested in anyone unimportant. So we must change how he sees us. No?
If it's status the Lord Seeker seeks, the Inquisition will approach him after allying with the noblest houses in Orlais.
They'll come with us to Theronfall and demand the Templars' help close the breach.
You believe that will work?
Even the Lord Seeker would find it difficult to ignore so many nobles on his doorstep.
Yes, especially when led by the Herald of Andraste. If it stops the sky from ripping open, I'm listening. Rumors you were saved from the fate by Andraste have grown legion among the Templars.
We've done our part to encourage them.
A herald with a few companions may be dismissed, easily set aside. That same herald returning with noble support will be reconsidered, as will the power of the Inquisition. You want me to present myself as Andraste's herald?
We know what the Lord Seeker thinks, but we also know many Templars believe in you. They may change his mind.
With respect, after his appearance in Val Royeaux, hang what the Lord Seeker thinks.
We do not need the Lord Seeker. We need his Templars, with or without his approval. The breach will not wait for our differences to settle.
Good news. Several noble Orlesian houses will petition the Templars to help us stop the breach. Lord Dabernash will approach you. Sign nothing he offers, but his gossip's reliable.
I hope he knows the Lord Seeker's mood. The Templars will never help without his consent.
What do you think? Templars or mages? Please put your opinion. Templars or mages? People consider opening that up for later. Templars or mages? Should I go and get the Templars help, or should I get the mages help? I already know what both missions lead to in that, but I'm asking those that are watching for your opinion or suggestions. Templars or mages? Just gonna make sure I have all the health potions and all of that before I run into battle. But Templars or Mages, which one do you think or prefer to see the storyline come out as? Please comment below. Templars or Mages? Which one do you think I should support?
Here, sir, with Cedric's compliments, sir.
What's the catch this time?
No catch, sir. Said he wanted to help the Inquisition.
I need to know now.
Plus, I think the herbs were going to go off and nobody would survive.
Mages or Templars, people, which one should I go and help?
When you spend your day,
I'll give another 2 minutes before I make the decision myself.
My Creator, judge me whole. Find me well within your grace. Touch me.
Mages or Templars? Please, put your opinion down below. Mages or Templars? Okay, people. Rebel mages or the Templar Order. This is your last chance to put an impact. In the first half of the missions. Well, your first your second encounter will be at the end of that mission where you choose to disband.
I don't understand. I thought the chanted light bound us all together. People need more than that right now. They need action.
Cedric should have that for you soon.
Greetings.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
The darkness creeps. It is the whisper.
Okay guys, which one? Rebel mages or the Templar
Has Cassandra
Order?
spoken to you about my new recruits?
They are not your recruits, Commander. They're ours.
In 5 seconds I will choose if there are no comments or suggestions. Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Majors. You. Oh shit. I have to use a rogue. I hated that looked doing because I'd love to have had her going as well. Okay, so I am the only upfront soldier. Let's just go see how this works out, boys and girls. We should all be in the warden's outfits.
Announce us.
The invitation was for Mistress Kadash only. The others must wait here.
Where I go, they go.
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
If the Grand Enchanter wants to be part of these talks, then I welcome her as a guest of the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Actually, I hoped you could tell me about these Venatori I'm hearing so much about.
Now, where could you have heard that name?
I told her.
Felix, what have you done?
You wanted me here. Why?
Do you know what you are? You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control. You're nothing but a mistake.
What do you know about the Divine's death?
It was the Elder One's moment, and you were unworthy even to stand in his presence.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
What's better than turning back time?
He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No. It's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this woman's life.
Sorry, your men are indisposed
Your
at
men
the
are
moment.
dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
Goodbye!
Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. It must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were...
Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
Did we go forward in time or back, and how far?
Those are excellent questions. We'll have to find out, won't we? I counted it. The magic went wild, and here we are. Makes sense?
It just seems so insane.
I don't even want to think about what this will do to the fabric of the world. We didn't travel through time so much as punch a hole through it and toss it into the privy. But don't worry. I'm here. I'll protect you.
There were others in the hall. Could they have been drawn through the rift?
I doubt it was large enough to bring the whole room through. Alexius wouldn't risk catching himself or Felix in it. They're probably still where and when we left them. In some sense, anyway.
Alexius mentioned an Elder One in the hall. Do you know who he was talking about?
Leader of the Venatori, I suspect. Some magister aspiring to godhood. It's the same old tune. Let's play with magic we don't understand. It will make us incredibly powerful. Evidently, it doesn't matter if you rip apart the fabric of time in the process.
And what happens if we can't get back?
Then we get comfortable in our new present.
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me. My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
What did they do to you?
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me.
You can't beat a dwarf. Like, really? Oh shit, I just realised I completely forgot about his power-ups. There you go.
Who's there? What is this supposed to be? A pretend rescue to gain my trust? Do you think I'd fall for that?
Distrust me if that makes you feel better. You're still free.
Free? Is that a joke?
No trick, I'm afraid. Alexius accidentally sent us through time.
He sent you to this time? Was that meant to be a fate worse than death?
He made a mistake. We're going to correct it.
Confidence? We'll see how long that lasts. Since your death in the throne room, do you know what's happened? The Venatori assassinated Empress Celine. In the chaos that followed, they invaded Orlais. Their army was not just mages, but demons.
countless demons. Their Elder One ascended. There is nothing left.
We'll make Alexius pay for what he's done.
Shall we? I doubt it. But I would like to hurt something very badly right now. So, lead on. Anywhere is better than this place.
What? Oh wait, where were those? No. Where were those while we waited? No. Where were those? Ah! Remember, stupid. They can't take that. No, no, no. You can't be here. You're dead and they don't come back.
I'm not dead, Sarah. There's nothing to be afraid of.
I can believe some demon or whatever.
Oh, for the love of... No one's dead. Alexius used time magic.
Talk sense or shut it. I can't think about him.
Look, you can stay here or come with us to fight Alexius.
Fight him? We tried, yeah? You got demons, gods, and... I've got a bow. I want them to hurt. You're really here. I'll freaking die to spit in their faces. You want Alexius? He's locked in the throne room. Never leaves, for God's sake.
I saw you disappear into the rift.
Fiona, is that really you?
What's left of me?
Can you tell us the date? It's very important.
Harvest Mir. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
I'm here now. No matter what, I'll drive them all back to Tevinter.
Not Tevinter. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
That Magister's going to regret he didn't just kill me.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her. Quickly, before the Elder One learns you're here.
It's an infection. Maker, why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
Back me up! Let's not stop till these bastards are lying in their own innards.
I'm sure Alexius would be delighted to see us.
Might be stuff we can use around here.
Taken all that is his and will move from his city.
What they do to the priests.
How did the dwarf learn of the sacrifice of the temple?
You will break. I will die first. Or you will.
Go, Liliana.
You're alive.
We never died in the first place. Alexius miscalculated. Then it will be his last mistake. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I'm so sorry for everything you suffered.
We have to reverse his spell. If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
Magister needs more power for his rituals.
No!
Come forth and serve the Elder One.
More freaking demons.
The breach, it's...
Everywhere.
Enjoy the view, my dear. This is the Elder One's
No!
Connor!
It was an act of courage. He knew there was no other way to resist. He resisted that demon to the last.
Oh. Duh.
What became of Peter? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough.
Templar. No one questions the body of a, Templar warden just lying right next to an Inquisition body.
His name is that. Hold on to it. Look at it later.
Is that the way to the main hall? It didn't look like that before.
Where did Alexius find this? How did he even move it here?
Can we open it?
Perhaps. But it looks quite strong. How desperate and paranoid must he be? His servants must have a way through. He has to eat. Let's look around. Try to take out that enchanter quickly. Block them from coming up the stairs! I could really go for some light reading.
What happened here?
Somebody had very questionable taste. They haven't noticed us yet. Good opportunity to look for higher ground. Sorry for interrupting your dinner.
damage did Alexius' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
Are they praying? Let's try to take them by surprise. Block the stairs! Doesn't look like the Elder One is interested in saving his followers. Let's head back to the main hall. I think I know how we'll open that door.
Time to answer for your crimes, Alexis.
Alexius, it's time to answer for your crimes.
And here you are, finally. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
It does matter. I will undo this.
How many times have I tried? The past cannot be undone. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, there is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
You didn't save him, Alexius. No one should live like that.
No!
wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
I know you cared for him.
Once he was a man to whom I compared all others. Sad, isn't it? This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible. You must go now.
Alexius was the puppet. This is his master. We will do whatever it takes to keep them at bay.
Look at us. We're already dead. The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. Take me to your side.
You move, and we all die!
You'll have to do better than that.
Put aside all claim to Redcliffe and we let you live.
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. Or not.
Grand Enchanter Fiona.
Queen Anora.
When I granted your mages sanctuary, I thought it was understood that they would not force my people from their homes.
Your Majesty, let me assure you, we never intended any of this.
Your intentions ceased to matter when my people were threatened. I am rescinding my offer of sanctuary. You and your followers will leave for Eldon at once.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
You'll be leaving here with the Inquisition.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
We need their skills, but they have proven themselves far from trustworthy.
After this, stick them up a tower.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
You will surrender yourselves as prisoners and conscripts of the Inquisition.
We shouldn't have accepted the Magister's help, I know, but...
The sky has been torn open. We are all in immediate danger. There is no room for failure now. We cannot close the breach without you. But we would be mad to trust you.
If the Inquisition is taking responsibility for the mages, so be it. Get them out of my kingdom.
Then we have no choice but to surrender to the Inquisition. I'll go prepare for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. We must do what we can to restore peace to a world that sorely needs it.
suffered enough. Why continue to mistreat them?
It is not mistreating them to take reasonable precautions.
Whatever you call it, the situation with the mages is unstable and likely to deteriorate, just as the circles did.
What did you think we were doing? Taking the mages prisoner?
These mages seized Redcliffe and threw out its people. They must face justice.
While this certainly buys us public approval, I worry it won't last. The mages will rebel again.
Enough arguing. None of us were there. We cannot afford to second-guess our people. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. Here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
Closing the breach will require a lot of magic, and that means lyrium. I have contacts who can help.
Contacts meaning smugglers? Send them word. We need every advantage.
We have legitimate lyrium supply lines already.
And they don't need to hear of this.
Keep it under the table, and I'll do what I can to quiet rumors.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
Thank you. I'd be honored to help with the plan.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make a willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
So Fiona and her malcontents are finally under proper authority. That's an excellent beginning, my dear. We will have to discuss how to administrate this new asset. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
Train our people, but keep it a secret. Let the mages think they're not being watched.
I like the way you think, darling. I'll have a word with Cullen. We are reliant on his people, absolutely. There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
I'm glad that one of us has confidence in the Templars.
It is not a matter of confidence. Reality does not change based on feelings. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
You're preaching to the choir, Vivian.
Tell me something. You told me that you'd see the Chantry restored. What about the Circle?
Mages shouldn't be kept out of the Chantry. Who knows the dangers of magic better than a mage?
A curious idea. Such twists and turns your mind takes. It's something to consider, my dear.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who is she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corpin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
Mage circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
I suppose a shared faith can be useful when talking with strangers.
Precisely. And these similar interests are merely where we begin. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
How did someone so lovely and selfless go into Orlesian politics, Lady Montelier?
Well, that is, really, you give me too much credit. While you're here, I do have a question. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
I don't know if Apothecary Don can get you that many healing drafts, revered mother. Yes, revered mother.
And if you don't wish to tell me, I would appreciate it so much.
Yes, revered mother.
Greetings. Another day.
Did you see the message I sent?
Yes, thank you.
To work?
At your service.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
I'll leave you to your work.
Put a leash on the rebel mages, I see. Interesting how they seem to like the idea. As if it's a relief to be penned in again.
I take it you don't agree.
Not my place to disagree, is it? It just seems like you're repeating history. It all depends on what you do with these mages later. No guarantee you'll throw them back into circles again, I suppose. I mean, unless you're as thick as you seem. Which would be sad, really.
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel? Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
I know what I saw. It was real.
What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witness.
So many were dead. More had been corrupted. Knowing what will happen if we fail.
I suggest we not fail. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Of course, for some reason you just have to be right.
Well, that's mages all over. So many robes, I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains. I'll just be the other side of Haven, just in case.
These mages are here to aid the Inquisition. Don't worry.
Sure, don't worry. Magic up there, magic down here. What's to worry about? You know it too, that's why you're shoving them up towers after. That's good, right? Go on.
I just wish she had more.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But Red Lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my Red Lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How long does it take for Red Lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
After what just happened, I hardly feel like we won anything.
We're just getting started. You can't win a war in a day. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death. From Maker shall be
Nice work at Redcliffe. I could help the mages learn to work with Inquisition soldiers if you like. Not that the chief has any apostates in the group.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
The Templars have holed up in Thorinfall Redoubt. No idea what's happening inside. I could have some of the boys poke around. If nothing else, we get a better look at the land.
We'll talk later.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
If you're worried about magic, I can protect you.
My blade pretty much protects me.
Perhaps I can do things your blade can't.
It has blood grooves. Well, technically, it's the Fuller, but blood grooves sound so much more violent. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
Hey Sean, I'm only... what? I think it's on. I can tell. Let's just save and then see. Let's do saving. Dope. I am 9 hours and 14 minutes into it, but I am taking it slow. I'm not rushing through the missions, and it is, well, I've always loved Inquisition. It's a game I've just repetitively played over and over and over and over and over.
There was never going to be an easy
And I
answer
can't
to
wait
the
for the
mage
next
going
Dragon
on.
Age.
The mages are dangerous. There's no way around it. You chose for the good of us all. I can respect that.
I just recruited the mages under my side.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We've been split up, regardless of our colleges, forced into quarters so small that...
This is not the Circle. You have been conscripted into the Inquisition, like any soldier.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it. It never ends, evidently.
Is there an issue with the mages? Can I help?
The mages are too accustomed to running or being kept prisoner. It's not easy for them. It's your doing, after all. You're the one who conscripted them.
You would have done differently, I suppose.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
Oh, that's cool.
The
mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
I know you're worried about having the mages here. Give them a chance to prove themselves.
I'm not questioning their ability or their intentions, but we cannot ignore the risks. The mages submitted to our authority. Their safety and our followers is my responsibility. I take it seriously. I recommend caution, that's all.
Did you leave anyone behind in Kirkwall?
No. I fear I made few friends there, and my family's in Ferelden.
No one special caught your interest?
I can't say I was looking. Honestly, I was not good company back then.
I might enjoy your company.
Similar to Dragon Age.
I have so many responsibilities, and I would hope for your friendship, but cannot offer more.
That's actually hard, Sean. You could say, even though Mass Effect's a shooter, it is same to the what else? Knights of the Old Republic. Well, Mass Effect and Dragon Age are made by the same people, BioWare anyway. What other games? The Witcher 3 could in terms. It is Dragon Age. This Dragon Age series is in its own controls in that. What's another game? Yeah, it's really hard to pick a game that would have the same controls, because I really don't think there are. Like, if you think of any open world games, you can say that this is like it, but not 100% on the ball as other open world games.
You were saying something about Cullen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Elder Scrolls is another one. It's the same kind of idea where you have to get resources and that, because you can build your own equipment and that, or buy it. But the combat controls are a bit very, for the console, very different to each other. But the rest of idea is the same. I really don't know any others, because it's not like it's, in a way you could say it's like Dynasty Warriors where you mash the buttons to do certain moves. You could say that with Star Trek, even though that's a space game. The combat ideas is the same. You smash the buttons to do your specials and all of that. Yeah, there's no real, to me, a real game that's exactly the same. Like, I played Dragon Age, or the Dragon Age series, before playing Elder Scrolls, and the controls were just, the combat controls were similar, but that slight difference was hard to get to handle for me, so I never went any further than not even the first mission of, well, actually I think I went further on than the first mission of Elder Scrolls, but that's as far as I stopped. Witcher is a bit more like it, but I didn't get very far into it. Witcher didn't grasp me story-wise, so I didn't really get into it. I think there is another one, but I can't remember the game. I played it ages ago. same open world. Controls a bit the same, but I can't remember it, sorry. It was a fantasy one. But I think this is where I'm gonna leave it. I will be, when I next broadcast this, doing the big opening mission where you actually go close the breach and go face to face with the older one. So if you're on or wanting to watch that, that will probably be tomorrow. Oh, thank you. You too. Have a good day, Strong. See you next time.